Good morning, everyone. Welcome to All Things Cruises. My name is Krista Wiley. I am a one-star double platinum, three-time ITAN card holder. I have been in the business, man, almost 4 years. And this is where we go over and talk about cruises. This is going to be part one of a series of cruises of us going through different cruise brands. Now, just out of curiosity, because I always love to see who's plugged into what. Anybody have an idea of what cruise I might be going over today, which cruise line I might be going over today? Don't unmute. Put it in the chat box. No, okay. Some people are plugged into the Archer world. I see some people are plugged into the Archer world. I just gave you a clue. What are we going over? Carnival. Yeah, it's Carnival week, guys. Archer is doing all things Carnival this week. So guess what? We're going to stay on the same bandwagon. I know most people are like, man, Krista, she's a fan of another cruise line, which I'm not going to say because this is going to be all things Carnival. But no, it is going to be Carnival. So what we're going to do is we are literally going to take the Carnival website. We're going to break it all down. Okay. How many of you guys, I always kind of like to see my room. How many of you guys have been in the business less than 1 month? Put in the chat box for me. How many of you guys have been in the business less than 1 month? Me. Okay, cool. Good. How about less than 6 months? Less than 6 months. I always kind of like to see kind of where my crowd is at. Me, awesome. Love it. 3 months here. Me, you guys. I remember when I was a couple of months in. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I do. I remember a lot of my firsts, right? Remember getting my ITAN. I remember hitting top income earners. I remember all those things, man. I was super excited. About 6 weeks. Fantastic. Me, a month and a half. Awesome. Cool. So let's go ahead and dive into Carnival. Now, I always tell people this because I believe in organization. I think organizing makes your life a whole lot easier. Please bookmark your suppliers. Now, the reason I say this, and I learned this several years ago, the back office or the travel cafe was down for like a good portion of the day. And people were like, oh my gosh, I don't know the websites, right? They were trying to get on vendors and suppliers and they hadn't saved them. You guys, please do me a favor, bookmark your vendors. It will make your life easier. Then you don't have to go to the back office, to go to travel cafe, to go to the supplier. Okay. So you guys will see here, I have a whole list of suppliers. These are the ones that I typically use. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to Carnival. Website, go CCL. Super, super easy. Okay. So oops, let me go ahead and make sure I get my chat up. So if people are talking to me, I don't ignore them. Let me see. Okie doke. All right, let's go ahead and sign in. Is anybody not registered for Carnival in here? Jessica's not. Okay, so Jessica, super, super easy to register. However, Carnival people do have a little bit of a mix up, I guess you could say, when it comes to registering for Carnival. Make sure that you follow the instructions in the travel cafe under suppliers to a T. Mary, I could almost bet that the reason it didn't go through is for this exact reason. You guys, most people, when you see first name, you think, I'm going to put my first name. However, with Carnival, it is your agent ID number, right? It's your agent ID number, not your first name. I missed that one and now I can't. Their website is down. Well, I'm on the website right now, Zul, so I don't think that's I don't know that to be true. But obviously I'm not registering for Carnival. So, but yes, that is one of the biggest issues that people have when they're getting onto the Carnival or when they're trying to register for Carnival is that they don't read those instructions very clearly. Oops. All right. So what we're going to go through is we're going to go tab by tab. We're going to go through Carnival. I want you guys to get comfortable. I think one thing that people are really scared about when they get onto these portals is they're afraid to click things. They're afraid they're going to click on the wrong thing. They're going to mess something up. And so they just don't want to play with it. Right. So for registering, oh, you don't need to call. I don't know why you would need to call, but no need to call. Just register. Brianna, if I have time at the end, I will kind of walk you guys through a mock-up, but let's just get through this. Let's talk it through, okay? So we're going to just start left to right because that's what makes sense. If you were in Australia or any other country that drives on the right side of the road, you probably go right to left, or if you speak Japanese or any kind of Asian language, you go right to left. But here in the United States, we're going to go left to right, right? All right, so obviously booking, this is going to be all things booking, how to do an individual stateroom, how to do a group booking, how to manage those bookings, different rates, promotions, booking procedures, and the VIFP club. And you are able to look up that number. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. No worries. I don't care. People can hop in 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, 30 minutes late, but you know, might miss a few things. That's all right, but you're good. All right. So under booking, you're going to be able to see that. So again, just go ahead and register for that. I'm not going to go through the whole registration process with you guys though. Okay, so individual stateroom, I'm not going to go through these right now. Hopefully at the very end, I can kind of walk you guys through a booking. Okay, so we have managed the bookings, rates and promotions. So if you guys are wondering where the deals are, what's on sale, what kind of promotions can I list, right? You guys, our vendors and suppliers make it so easy to find the deals, right? So under promotions, pack and go sale. No one does early saver sales like Carnival. No one does free room upgrades like Carnival. New Year savings sale. It's going to give you these. You guys can click on more details. And it's going to give you the information. Okay, booking window, January 1st through January 31st, 2024. Sailings up until April 2026. Lead rates 2 to 5, 6 plus. Okay, view terms and conditions, core savings, sales, social media, banner. They're even going to give you marketing material, right? You guys, marketing and advertising is so simple. I think people just really overthink it, right? So you guys can get those banners here. You can print the page if you really wanted to, right? So that's going to be under rates and promotions, booking procedures. If you have questions, you guys, yes, we have phenomenal groups, chats, Q&As, and whatever. But you guys, as travel advisors, one of the things that we do is research, right? Our job is to research for our clients, utilize the resources that they have given us. Okay, so if there's something that you don't know, and I'm not saying don't use your chats and don't ask your upline or ask, you know, and whatever's, but hop in here. They'll talk about cancellations. They'll talk about deposits and minors and infants, right? They talk about the pregnancy policy. You guys, many of you guys probably don't know this, but there's a pregnancy policy for cruising, right? You don't want your pregnant client to not be able to cruise because you weren't up to date on the pregnancy policy, right? Cancellations, Passenger Vessel Services Act. There are laws when it comes to cruising, right? You got to know what a closed loop is. You've got to know what a back-to-back cruise is. What are the requirements, right? So there's all of these informations, all of this information. You guys could just spend probably hours just reading up and learning, and I'm not going to go through every single one, but they have deck plans. They have all the cruise ships. Okay, travel documents, how to do online check-in. They probably have on here, if I kept going, about the app, right? And why it's important to get your clients to download that app. Where can I park? What pier is it at? What airport is close by? Right? Luggage, embarkation day. What can you pack? What can you not pack? What kind of youth programs are there? Right? Hey, I was wondering, is there anything for a 10-year-old to do on a cruise ship? You could hop in here, 2 to 11-year-olds, right? What do they do for 10-year-olds on the cruise ship? Okay. What kind of excursions do they have? What's the spa? What's the fitness center like? What's the Cheers beverage program? What's the dining option, specialty dining? How does money and gratuities work, right? All of these different things are here. You just have to kind of go and look at it and look into it, right? But it's here for us. Now, VIFP, does anybody know? I know that there are, but I want to make sure everyone knows. Does everyone know what the VIFP club is? Does everybody know what the VIFP club is? Yes, yes. No, no. No, no, no. Yes, yes. So VIFP stands for very important fun person. Very, very important fun person, right? Where the Carnival is known to be the fun ships, right? So it's very important fun person. This is what is like your membership. That's your, not your membership, but your points, right? So it is going to keep track of your sailings. Now, the more you sail with a cruise line, the more points you'll get, the more discounts you will also receive. So I have oftentimes seen, obviously, I've been around the block a few minutes, but people will come and say, hey, my client was looking up a booking and they're finding it for cheaper. Why is it when I look up the booking, I'm finding it for more expensive or not the same deals that they're finding? Typically speaking, it's because they did not put in the VIFP number. Okay. Now, Carnival, they have a lot of really cool things, a lot of really great things that they offer their clients. I kid you not, I get a thing in the mail probably once every couple of weeks giving me a free cruise or a free drink package or something. You are going to be able to claim that in the booking process by which thing you book. Okay. Leslie, hold off questions for just a little bit. Okay. I know you probably have lots of different questions, but I want to make sure that we get all the way through this. So you guys, there is a way to look up a VIFP. This is very simple to do, you guys. All you have to do when you're doing your consultation call, ask your client, have you ever cruised on Carnival before? Yes or no? If they say yes, you can ask them, do you know what your VIFP number is? If they say no, no worries. I can look it up for you. Right? So VIFP club information, it's going to give you all the info on that as well. So that's kind of that booking tab. Ships and sailings. This is really cool. Hey, what's the Carnival Dream look like? Hey, what's the Carnival Pride look like? Let's see, what's the new one? Carnival Jubilee, right? We can click on Carnival Jubilee. And it's going to tell us about it. It's going to give us a fact sheet. Now, depending on the kind of person you are, and if you're somebody who's like, man, I'm going to be a Carnival specialist, I want to know the ins and outs of everything, you guys can look at these fact sheets. If you really wanted to, you could print them out. I personally would not, because that's what the internet is for, but you guys can look at the fact sheet. You can look at deck plans. You can look and see what the staterooms look like. They have connecting rooms, they have suites, they have the dimensions, trundle beds and cribs. You can learn all of the different things about the staterooms on here. It's going to walk you through deck by deck. It's going to tell you what's on that deck. So this, I just randomly chose deck 17, Circle C, Club O2, Guy's Burger Joint, Red Frog, Tiki Bar, Cloud9 Spa, Cloud9 Spa interior rooms, balcony rooms, suites, balconies, Carnival Excel Presidential Suite. So it's going to show you guys all of those different things that are available on that deck. Now, why is it important to check the deck plan when booking your client? Anybody here do that? Check the deck plan before they choose a cabin? Always. Always, always. Danielle, for noise, make sure there are cabins above and below. Definitely. Yes, right? You guys don't put your client, unless there's like very limited very limited cabins left. Do not put your clients above or below the galley. Okay. You're going to hear dishes clanging. You're going to hear the roller thingies moving, right? You have no idea what you're looking at. So you're just taking a look to see what's above that cabin and what's below that cabin. Every cruise ship is different on what deck the galley is, right? So look at find the main dining hall, and you can probably assume that the galley is going to be anywhere close to a restaurant, right? Keep them away from any nightlife area. I mean, possibly. Now, I will tell you that one of the cruises I took, I was actually pretty close to the centrum or the center of the ship. And it was actually kind of nice to be in my room and I could hear whatever bands or whatever music was playing. Kind of gave me some ambiance in my room. It wasn't super loud. It was just enough to kind of hear what was going on in there. But these are things to discuss. You know, do you want to be close to, maybe your client wants to be close to the action. They want to be on kind of more of a main deck. Maybe they want to be on a quiet deck. Maybe they want to be close to the kid activities or the water things, right? So these are things that you can look at and you can kind of decide, right? Maybe they want to be, you know, they want to be close to an elevator. They want to be, and these are just things that you can talk to your client about as you're doing that consultation call. And superstitions, some people will not stay on deck 13. Lay, interestingly enough, some cruise ships don't even have a deck 13. Interestingly enough, some of them don't have that. So yeah, so there's that. Yep, see, Jubilee is one of them. No deck 13. I'm glad that the one I was on actually showed that. Yeah, yep, no deck 13. For whatever reason, some people think 13's lucky. Some people think it's unlucky, but nope, no deck 13. You never know. You never know what you might learn on a training, right? That's why you got to plug in all the time. So anyways, so that's under ships and sailings. You guys can look at any of these ships and look at their deck plans. Now, specialty sailings, Australia, fun Italian style, Carnival Journeys, Smile at Half Moon Cay. No idea what that is, right? Carnival Journeys. Anybody know what the Carnival Journeys brand is before I click on this? I always like to test people. Do you guys know what the Carnival Journeys is? No, no, no. So they are sailings that don't typically happen. They're really cool. Let me see which ones. I know that they're coming up, but I actually booked one. It was to Japan to the United States. Carnival Journeys. Here they are. Destinations. Let's see. Let's see if it has. Where's the button? Board Carnival Journeys cruise, and you are on a course of enriching experiences abroad, amazing destinations ashore, classic cruising, flair, and more. Some take vacation, some take their vacation further. Carnival Journeys is a limited series of special sailings that's made to amaze, starting with great destinations like Bermuda, Hawaii, and Caribbean. Featuring longer itineraries and new exotic locations, these sailings will help you market to both new and existing clients who are looking for something new, different, yet familiar. Right. So it's kind of cool. I always look for, me personally, I'm always looking for a cruise that goes somewhere that normally doesn't go, something that not a lot of people go on. Right. And these are something that you guys could for sure do. Maybe you guys could do some mock bookings for, some travel ads. Maybe you guys could talk about, educate people. Right. Let's view those sailings. Okay, so you guys can see here, 14 days Southern Caribbean, leaves out of Miami. It is going to, so this is going to St. Martin, Antigua, Dominica, Barbados, Grenada, Curacao, Aruba, Grand Turk, and Miami. So it's really doing pretty much all of those Caribbean islands, those main ones. This one is New Zealand. It's 11-day. It's going to Wellington, Napier, Tauranga, and Auckland, as well as Bay of Islands, and starts in Sydney and ends in Sydney. So they're just a little bit different. Let's see, the one that I did, see, it's still on here. There's the Panama Canal. There is the transatlantic. This is something that a lot of people ask too. They will ask about repositioning, right? They'll ask about repositioning or transatlantic cruises. I've had people reach out and say, hey, my client wants to go from Galveston to Singapore, right? Probably not super, I don't know that that itinerary is going to happen, but when you guys are looking for some things like that, you're going to be wanting to look for transatlantic or repositioning cruises. Now, you can't have a specific date in mind that you want to go because they only do them once or twice a year because they're repositioning the cruise ship, right? But 14-day Greenland, 15 days Singapore, Trans-Pacific, Greenland, Alaska, Hawaii. Anyways, so lots of journeys. They're just different types of cruise ships or cruises, cruise itineraries. So if your clients are like, man, I want something different, I want something out of the norm, but I still really love Carnival, you guys could look into those, and they are longer cruises for sure. All right, so that's ships and sailings. Those are those specialty sailings over there. Now we're going to dive into the marketing tools. This, you guys, I'm honestly not going to be able to go through every single one of these, but I want you guys to get in here and I want you guys to start looking at the marketing tools. When we say that our vendors and suppliers give us all the marketing collateral material we could ever need, they really do. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't create your own, but if you're getting new and you're new to diving into marketing and advertising, they're going to make this really easy. There's marketing collateral library. What's collateral, everybody? Put in the chat box. What is collateral? Nice, Eric. Flyers, brochures, marketing. You guys, vendor shows. How many of you guys are doing vendor shows? If you're not doing vendor shows, you need to start putting that on your list of something to do in 2024, right? This is going to be, hold on, I don't know if I have any Carnival.
Wait, Krista, are you talking like vendor shows that we attend as a travel agent, or vendor shows that we participate at and set up a vendor booth?
Setting up a vendor booth.
Oh, because I mean, I'm not setting up a booth, but I am attending travel show.
Nope, attending them isn't going to get you clientele. I'm talking about getting bookings, right? Set up that vendor show. They're super fun. They're super easy. And that's what you're getting this marketing material for. I actually don't have a Carnival one sitting here. I actually have a rolling vendor trade show in my trunk usually, but I had to take everything out for birthday party. But they're going to be magazines, right? They're just magazines, right? There's magazines, there's flyers, there's all kinds of fun stuff. You guys go order marketing material. And I would order it if you're going to start doing vendor shows. I would order it sooner than later, just because it's better to have it on hand, especially now that it's 2024, it's the beginning of the year. It's going to be good all year long, right? So now they do have a minimum of how much you can order. But I would definitely order some collateral, right? Check out vendor shows. Where can you do a vendor show? A community event, a trunk or treat, a bazaar, a boutique, right? Yes, for sure. In case it's backed up, do they mail collateral outside? Terry, I'm not really sure. But if you are, say, Mexico, your Mexico vendors, if you're in Latin America, you're in Australia, whatnot, your specific vendors, you will have a division in that country and they'll probably send them to you. What do you put on them? I'm not sure what you mean, Cindy. What do you put on them? They're just things that I have on, they're just things that I put on my vendor booth, right? When I do my vendor show, right? So it's things for people to look at. I have my business cards, but that's a whole other training vendor shows, which we do have a couple of agents that do some remarkable trainings on vendor shows. But yeah, so collateral marketing material. Janelle, yes, people will make stickers, like little stickers to put on them, because there is a spot on the back that you can put your information. Absolutely. So marketing material, there's the collateral library, destination flyers, general flyers, onboard flyers, program flyers, e-brochures, travel agent, rock toolkit, web banners, webinar backgrounds. Anybody ever seen somebody with a background and you're like on a Zoom call? And you're like, man, how'd they get that? Right there. I thought your info came. No, Timothy, it doesn't come on the back. You have to put it. So like this is Disney. You could just stick like a sticker at the back of that. Trying to see. Like sandals. Okay, here's a good example. So on sandals, at the very top or at the very bottom, there's like a little spot that you can put like a sticker. So and yep, these are free. Free 99. Absolutely. They want us to use it. So under here, Tangi asked about where or how to order them. Do you have access to information that our clients can't actually see themselves? Hold on, Natalie. Let's see. Destination flyers, onboard flyers, program flyers, travel agent. Sorry, they're all a little bit different. General flyers, onboard flyers, program. So a lot of these ones, I think these are downloadable things. Zoom background, zoom background, zoom background. Give me a second to find it because they're all in different spots. If somebody else knows exactly where the ordered ones are. Yeah, I think so too, Timothy. But they give you the flyers you could download and then you could just print out. I know other vendors and suppliers, they have the actual magazines. I did have a magazine from Carnival from like an event that they were at. Consumer flyer, postcards, customizable flyer. Anyways, so with Carnival, it's just that digital stuff. You're welcome for sure. Okay, so all of these different things.
Hey, Krista,
Yeah.
there is a one section of the marketing tools. If you pull it down and you put brochure orders to the right, it does give you the ability of ordering brochures.
There we go. It's like, see, I'm never opposed to other people knowing a little something that I don't. Give me 1 second.
I haven't had any luck lately getting anything from Carnival.
All right. Sorry, guys. It's been so cold here that I had to go turn my heater on and now it was roasting me. All right. I think, let's see. So 2024 Carnival Cruise Vacation Brochure. To order a box of your 2024 Carnival Cruise Vacation Brochure, click the brochure tab found on the left-hand side of the page. Add the brochure to your cart. Proceed to your shopping cart. FedEx operational days, weather updates, yada, yada. So let's. One box equals 2 total quarterly from add to cart. Go to my cart. Let's see, Carnival Cruise Vacation Brochure 1 box equals 20. Add item shipped to me. Shipped to me. I like Christmas cards and birthday cards in case anybody saw my address. Let's see. Place order. Boom. All right, there we go. And done. Just like that. There we go. So, eventually I'll get those. They'll come in and I will have those in my car as well. Perfect. All righty. So now moving through marketing, you guys can see their logos, videos, images, Carnival's YouTube channel, right? What would we use the videos for? I know somebody in here has been in a previous training of mine. What would we use videos for? advertising, marketing, booths, reels. So I have a YouTube, right? And on my YouTube, I have a section, I have a channel on my YouTube called something to the effect of travel is something you'll never regret. And there is a bunch of videos that are from different vendors and suppliers. And when I go do a vendor show, sometimes it's my laptop. I actually want to upgrade and actually just bring like a computer screen or a television. And I'm going to take those, I take those videos and I play them on loop at my vendor table. So it could be cruises, it could be sandals, it could be destinations, it could be weddings, right? So all of those things there for us to utilize for social media. But what I do, you guys, to take things just a little step further is I don't just download these videos and then post them to social media. I put them in my YouTube. I make sure that I am marking them up with Travel by Tilly, right? So those are things that I do, but you guys can see all of the different things on here, Spotlight Connect collections and whatnot, okay? So that is under, all right, so booked clients, you guys can, yep, I'm branding it, absolutely. You know, I'm the Brandon Queen. Surprisingly, I have a training for that too, right? How to brand your business, right? Additional links, Be the Hero program. The Be the Hero program, do you guys, anybody know what the Be the Hero program is? Anybody used it? Yeah, Eric, they're giving them to us to advertise and market our business for sure. I didn't put anything in the cost center. You can upgrade your clients. Yes. So when the cruise gets closer, every cruise line does a thing where they're trying to get the higher ones, the higher cabins filled. So that way last minute things can be in lower type cabins. Yep. It is for upgrades. The fun shop. This is where we can buy fun things for our clients. Anybody here ever wondered, man, what can I do to elevate my clients' stay? Anything that I could do to really show, you know, I want to give a little extra as their travel advisor, right? Maybe you buy them a tote bag. Maybe you have towels delivered. Maybe you have champagne and chocolate covered strawberries delivered, whatever the case may be, but you guys can buy some pretty cool things in the fun shop. Before you board facts. Yep, Tanya, they all do it for sure. Shore excursions, you guys can look to see what kind of shore excursions are at different destinations. These are all things that you guys can research. Maybe this is something, maybe your client, when you were doing your consultation call with them, says, I want, you know, these are the type of excursions I'm looking for. You kind of pick the destination kind of a thing. Obviously, we don't really like doing that. I like it when people tell me where they want to go, but maybe they just really, these are the things. I really want to snorkel at every destination. I want to go horseback riding. So you guys could look through shore excursions. You guys could figure out which, you know, which vendors or which destinations have some place to go horseback riding. Trainings and events. Everybody should do their learn and earn, right? Do their learn and earn. And then any events they have coming up, which Carnival loves having in-person events. They had the, what was it? The Cruisapalooza or whatever that went up the East Coast a couple years ago. They might be doing ship inspections, whatnot. So they'll put events here. Follow Adolfo's Desk Live. It's on Facebook. You guys can do that too. Agent programs, virtual cruise parties, insider picks, Go CCL Navigator financing powered by Uplift, right? You guys can learn about all of those different things here under agent programs. Agent rewards. I love knowing what I can get myself, right? One of many reasons, I guess I should say, of becoming a travel advisor was I wanted to be able to travel more. So I dive in and see what I can get, right? So Travel Agent Rewards Program, award-winning cruise line. You guys can look up that information there also. Tanya, that is something that would be well above, you know, that's something that you would have to discuss with Archer, maybe have that conversation with your platinum, have that conversation with your founder council member, have that conversation with Archer, because obviously most agents, we really try to limit the direct contact with our business development managers and our tourism boards, just so they're not being bombarded by a bunch of silly questions. So you can for sure reach out to them. Okay, so you guys, I clicked on just so you guys know, I clicked under Agent Rewards, Travel Agent Rewards Program. Make sure that when you guys are booking your cruises, that you come in here and enter your bookings. Okay, just booking it isn't enough. You need to come in here and enter your bookings. This is how you can earn points, learn about Carnival, and redeem for a variety of merchandise and gift cards. We appreciate your support of Carnival, and your loyalty rocks, right? So make sure you're entering your bookings, entering reward codes. Where do the reward codes come from? This one. Let's see who knows this. Where do the reward codes come from? Anybody? Who has gotten a rewards code? Who has their CLIA card? Who got their CLIA?
Clear will give you like $25 depending on the
Mhm.
type of room you book.
Yep.
And then they'll give you
Exactly.
that code and they'll give you those extra points.
Yep, absolutely. So you guys want to make sure, I know several people will ask, should I get it? Should I not get it? You guys, every single person should have a CLIA card. Absolutely, because what happens is you go to CLIA, you register the cruise. Carnival is going to give you a rewards code. You input the rewards code, and then you can, and then that's how you can redeem whatever it is that they're $25, whatever, depending on the, like she said, depending on the type of booking, sailing, and whatnot. How do we get our CLIA? Great question. You're going to go to cruising.org. Cruising.org. How long after booking can you enter the book? Oh, I do it. Listen, here's the thing. I do a booking. As soon as I'm done doing the booking, I do my commission tracking form, and then I go put my booking into whatever I can to do whatever, right? Vax has wave points, different properties have different rewards programs. Vegas has their own. So yeah, so Celebrity has one. But Carnival, enter your bookings, enter your reward cards. Now, the CLIA card is obviously good for a lot of things, but that is one of the things that with the CLIA card, you guys can get those, we call them bonus commissions, right, from the cruise lines. My photos I've tried to put on CLIA registration doesn't look right. Shake my head. Did you all go? No, I just took a selfie on my phone. Actually, I think it was a picture of me and my husband. Then I just cropped it. It's literally just this is an old one, but it's literally just a photo from my phone. Do all cruise lines have your interbooking? No, not all cruise lines. I have CLIA. Me, how long after a booking can you? Okay, answered that. Great. Yes, CLIA is really good too, especially when for any of the other perks that you're going to want to be using through any of the vendors and suppliers, Disney, Universal, Marriott, any of those, you're going to want to have your CLIA card for sure. Is it too late to log for rewards after the client has already completed the trip in December 2023? I'm not entirely sure. I would go in there and look. I typically do it like as soon as I possibly can. Oh no. When can I get a CLIA card? Right now. Right now, right now. Sorry, guys. She came in here to ask me when my next Cahoots game was. Tell me I don't have a travel agent kid. If we haven't ordered your CLIA card for this year, can you enter them in still? Yeah, just get your CLIA and then input them. Yes, there is a fee to get your CLIA card. I believe it's 79 this year. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I have not renewed mine this year.
That's right.
79. Okay. I thought so. I thought it had gone, it went to 79. I just tried to add my bookings and it says it wasn't claimed by the due date. Oh, darn it, Tangi. We get discounts on price. We do. We save. Yeah, we do. We save money. Does Archer still have the discount? Yep. Yes. And we get the, you guys, the reason that we get the discount is because we are platinum members with CLIA. The cruise is not until, that's weird, Tangi. We register as individual agents. Yes, the IAM. It's IAM. Do you recommend having a separate email for all of your travel? Yep, sure do. I have a email for my business. So how do you get the discount for CLIA? You're just gonna go on there because you're gonna be associated with Archer. It's gonna give you the discount at checkout. Platinum member with CLIA. Yeah, yep. Ron sits on the board for CLIA. Like, same Sierra, same. Maybe we can do a cruise cahoots. Wouldn't that be fun? Right? Ooh, I guess that got some people excited about that. To clarify, we do not do Archer. We do. You still do independent. You're just going to put Archer's information in there. All right, guys. So I have gone through all of the different things here. Now, I know that there was an ask about kind of walking through a booking. I do have a few moments, so I am going to dive into booking an individual stateroom. When I do this, I want to highlight a couple of different things. One, our discount. Two, our discount. Three, the VIFP. Man, I forgot what the second one was. All right, so oops, highlighting things. So I want to make sure that you guys, one, know how to kind of do a simple booking. Two, I also want you guys to know where you get your discount. Carnival is a little bit different when it comes to the discounts. And so I want to show you guys what these look like. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's throw in some dates. Let's just go. Let's go August. Okay, let's go August. We're going to go to the Caribbean. We want to go on. What do we want to go on? We are going to go on the Jubilee. Sure, why not? Depart from, well, it only leaves out of Galveston. And then duration, I swear, guys, anything less than 6 days is just crazy, but I'm getting ready to go on one in a couple of months. That's less than that. I'm like, man, I don't think it's going to be enough. Texas. Yes. And it's nice, man. Fly into Houston, you can take a shuttle. Most cruise lines have shuttles straight down to Galveston, so you don't even have to worry about how to get down there. All right. So we're going to do this. Now we have the guest qualifiers, right? We have the guest qualifiers. Are they in the military? Interline. Are they over 55? What state do they live in? Now I'm going to utilize mine just so I can show you guys the VIFP. This is the search button. So if your client, for some reason, does not know their VIFP, you guys can check out. You guys can check to see what it is. My husband, man, I use his info for everything. So you're going to put in their first and last name, their birthday. You're going to click look up, and then you're going to add the number. Okay, so now it's going to add that stuff in there. Well, let's see. Yeah, Susie, for sure. Yeah, reach out to me on Facebook. Send me a message. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and scroll down so you guys see that we've put the VIFP number in there. You guys can view special offers. I'm just going to click search sailings. So this is where you guys, it's super important for you guys. Make sure that you put in that VIFP. I'm going to show you what that does here in just a minute. So let's say, all right, 7-day Western Caribbean, August 3rd. Now, when I'm trying to decide if my clients say, oh, I just want to go in August, but they don't really care when in August, this is when I figure out, well, what kind of cabin do they want? They said balcony. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cruise down here and I'm going to find the cheapest one. So 270 average per person. This is cruising August 17th. This one's cruising August 24th. The suite is actually 1,028. Vanessa, I've been out of Galveston. I had no issue there. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go August 17th. It's 270 per person. Now, you guys, do not ever, ever, ever quote from this page. I'm going to say it again. Do not quote from this page. I have seen many agents quote from this page, and then they get to the final price and they're like, well, why is it more than 270 per person? Right? It's just like everything. They're trying to draw you in, but they still haven't added port fees, taxes, or gratuities, right? So we're going to go ahead and click select sailing. So now you guys can see the different offers that are available. So this is where you guys are going to see the VIFP offers that are available and why it's 270 per person. I guarantee you guys, if you looked this up without the VIFP, this would not be here, right? But apparently we have a casino hot streak bonus free ocean view room. So I literally could pay $100 per person to go on a 7-night cruise on the Jubilee. I might have to think about this. Might have to think about my life and what I'm doing for the summer. So anyways, casino hot streak bonus, free ocean view. You're going to see these different prices, early saver, reduced deposit, onboard credit. You guys can see all of the different offers. Cheers to you. Right? So this one, cheers to you, it's going to include the alcohol package. Right? So Vanessa, let's go on the Jubilee. Absolutely. So here we have the ocean view. We have the balcony room. All right. Now understand, yeah, this is more expensive than that other one, but it's including the alcohol package, which typically the alcohol package is, I always like to say, roughly between $50 and $75 per person per day. Now, it could be less if you find a deal, but typically it's between $50 and $75 per day. So if you were to take 8 days times 50, that's $400 times 2 people, that's $800, right? So you're looking at about $800 plus tips and gratuities and taxes and all of that, right? Do you have to register for VIFP? So once you do your very first cruise on a cruise line, they're going to give you your loyalty number. That's why some people, they may not know what their loyalty number is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, casino hot streak right there, boom, ocean view, or you know what, for another $170 per person, I could get a balcony room. I don't like to cruise in anything less than I don't like to cruise in anything less than a balcony room. Unless I don't have the option. Now I want to show you guys. So this is just as a client. This is obviously with the VIFP number in. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on Interline. Let's see what happens with Interline. So Interline, typically in most vendors and suppliers, Interline is for airline staff only. However, Carnival does include travel advisors in their Interline discount. Okay, so Interline, we can put that in there. Might see if there's some better deals. Yes, Tara, that is one thing that I did show up at the very top was the learn and earn for sure. So we can, let's scroll down here. Let's see if I got an Interline rate. No one does really. Interline program. So right here, you guys can see this is the Interline rate. So balcony, $1,004 per person. So obviously that's a lot cheaper than than some of these. Not necessarily all of them, but I do look them up when I go to book my own cruise. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go with this one. Click continue. Yeah, Merlia, I did show you. That's how I pulled up my husband's VIFP, was I searched for it. Yep, it's right there next to where the spot that says enter the VIFP number. There's a search magnifying glass thing. You're just going to click on that. Okay, so now it's going to show us all of the different cabins. Now, obviously, it's a balcony from 270, and now it's showing 835. Well, that's because 270 is obviously going to be the bottom barrel balcony. It's a cove balcony, which basically means a porthole outside on your balcony. No worries, Sandy. So you guys can see here, junior balcony, 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 whatever, showing them on the different decks. Forward view, aft view, Cloud9 Spa, Cove, Cloud9 Spa, Cloud9 Spa, Havana Cabana, right? So let's say that we decided we were going to go with the Havana Cabana balcony. Go ahead and click on Quick Quote. This is where you guys can click the add travel protection. It's where you can add the gratuities. So I don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty dang, that price looks pretty dang amazing, right? $2,000, $2,033.30 for a 7-night cruise on the brand new Jubilee out of Galveston. Now, obviously, again, you guys, those are my VIFP prices. It would look a little bit different depending on what your client's VIFP looks like. Those Havana Cabanas are sweet. They sure are. All right. So you guys can check out all of these different things. But one of the things I want to show you is that there is an agent view and a guest view. So on the agent view, it's going to show you the cruise rates, all of these different things. Now, one of the Archer just recently put out a document about gross and net. You guys, please do not give out the net rate. Okay, that's not the price that they're going to be charged. They're being charged the gross amount. Correct, Vanessa. The interline rate is just for travel agents, not something. Now, the interline, if your client is in the airline industry, then they'll get interline rates. So what I'll do typically is I'll ask my clients, are you in the military? Do you have access to interline rates, or do you have a VIFP number? If they say, what are interline rates? Then they don't have them. Okay. Then they're not a part of that. So you guys can see down here, the commission $22.99.80. Obviously, you guys, this is not the highest commissions ever possible, but I'm also only paying just over $2,000, right? Oh yeah, same thing, Mary. There is that spot for 55 and over. That's also that thing. The gross includes everything. Port fees, taxes, most important. So yep, that's why you want the gross. Now, also, you guys, this comes super in handy if you're doing like a travel ad. Okay, when you're doing that travel ad, when you're advertising the booking, right? This is where you guys are going to want to say, when you book with me, get $200 OBC onboard credit, right? Promotional onboard credit, $200. You guys, so that's why I say it's important to make sure to look at what offered. Make sure you're under agent view and make sure that you add in all of those things. You guys will see what your commission is. You guys will see if there's any promotional or perks down there. Now, guest view. This is obviously the guest view, right? So this is going to it's leaving out of Galveston to Fun Days at Sea, going to Mahogany Bay, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Fun Day at Sea, back to Galveston, right? It has all of those prices on there, but do you guys see what it doesn't have? It doesn't have our commissions on there, right? Because you guys can email a quick quote, and obviously you don't want your commissions on that quick quote. Now, you guys, I am not one of those who emails out my quotes, right? I'm going to deliver my quotes over the phone to my clients, right? Now, if you're talking about a travel ad, you're going to want to make sure that you're not giving all of the cookies, right? You don't want to give all of the things, right? Because you do not want to give them a cookbook of exactly what to book, how to book, to go book it for themselves. Yep, Carnival sends us special rate codes also for more discounts, man. Carnival gives us a lot. So you guys could definitely cruise fairly inexpensively on Carnival. Absolutely. So that's basically it. If you guys wanted to actually book this, you would click selected. You would click select, then you would click continue. This is when you're going to select your client's room. Okay, so I am a midship type of person. So this is where I usually try to click on middle just to see if whatever offer I've selected if there is any available. So I clicked on middle. Looks like they do have a couple of different rooms available here. You guys, sometimes depending on the room type, it might give you a couple of different decks, but because this is Havana Cabana, it's on that one deck. You guys can choose connecting if you want to, but not probably anything connecting available on the Havana Cabana, which is what we selected. So now let's just go ahead. Yep, let's just select that one. Sure the heck, why not? All right, so now you guys can look through here. It's already got my husband's information in there because I've already looked up his VIFP, right? So then I don't have to make sure that I'm spelling everything right because it's based off their VIFP, right? Add Carnival protection. Yes, yes, next yes, right? Now you can put in that second guest in there. Yes, yes, continue to review, book, done, right? Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Are the prices we see as agents lower than what a clients can see for themselves? Melissa, I love this question. I can go off on this question because this is a mindset question. Oh, somebody unmuted themselves. Let's just mute that so there's no feedback. All right. So this is a mindset question. This is a mindset statement or question, Melissa. So many people don't understand the value of a travel agent. Okay, understand the value of a travel agent, Melissa. Your job as a travel agent is to make things easier for them. Your job as a travel agent is to know all of the things or to know the things or know where to get the information, right? We're there to make their life easier, right? It's to make things easier for them. Now, if you make sure to put in the VIFP, you make sure to put in all of those deals and whatnot, you're going to get them equal to or better than. Why do I say that with Carnival? Because Carnival every once in a while comes out with a little thing called PWP, which is Archer specific rates. Okay. But Melissa, stop selling. Do not sell yourself short. Understand the value of what you provide to your clients. Okay. Again, I could go off on it over and over again. I'm sure many people have heard my rant on it, but please, honey, if you haven't already, dive into the value of why people need to use a travel advisor, right? As usual, got to skedaddle, so no worries. Can we use like travel protection instead of travel protection? You might be able to, Richard. I've not looked into that. I have registered, but is asking me to change my password. I changed the password and it states that the password has been used. Maybe I've changed the password too many times. Let it sit for just a few minutes, Samsung. All right, guys. Any questions? I know we've been here for an hour and 5 minutes. I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that we went through everything. So let me know if there's anything, just real quick, any questions, anything that I didn't cover. You're welcome, Brianna. As always, you guys, please, please, please make sure that you're following, subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll have this video up later today. Go in your chats, go in your messengers, go to your team. Let them know you don't want to miss all things cruises. Again, you guys, my name is Krista Wiley. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you guys later. Bye, guys.